Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Gentry Vintage. I'm Josh, your host. It's going to be a short video today. I just want to jump on here for a few minutes. If you hear any strange noises in the background, it is in the upper 30s today, which means the snow is starting to melt some, and it's running off the roof and the gutter, some ice running down the gutters and so forth. Uh, I tell you what, I did say I wanted one good snowfall this winter, and I would definitely count this one as the one good snowfall. Um, you guys up north, I really appreciate you letting us borrow your snow and stuff for a little bit. But as soon as you get a chance, if you wouldn't mind coming down here and taking it back home with you, I would much appreciate it. As of today, we've had 13, 14 inches of snow on the ground, whatever, for a week as of today. And in these parts, we ain't used to having snow on the ground for more than two, maybe 3 days at the most. What did I just do with my lighter? Oh, it's right there. Mm. Did anybody hear about the septic tank company down in Alabama that put um, a float in their local Christmas parade? I think their float was a big septic tank, but yeah, they put a float in the local Christmas parade, and they were tossing out tootsie tootsie rolls. mm, mm-mm. That was kind of clever. mm. I know you're probably on the edge of your seat wanting to know what I'm smoking here. Um, Today I am smoking the Medico uh, magnet top, the topless magnet top. And in it today, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to smoke this afternoon, so I ended up with Burley Morning Pipe, and it seems to be hitting the spot. It was a good choice. I know a lot of people say that it's perfect in the morning, first thing in the morning with coffee. I am not a coffee drinker. I like the taste of coffee, but I don't like drinking hot stuff, and coffee just don't agree with me. I have digestion issues to begin with, and coffee doesn't help. But main reason I just don't like drinking hot stuff. Um, but anywho, I can attest. I don't normally on a work day. I don't normally get a chance to smoke a pipe in the mornings because I get up so early to get ready for work and out the door, and I just don't have time to sit down and do that. But on weekends and days that I'm not working, I get up in the morning and have a pipe, and I can agree that Burley Morning Pipe is wonderful first thing in the morning. Just heard something squeaking. Trying to figure if I was hearing a bird outside or if there was a mouse in here somewhere. And I'm fairly certain it's a bird outside. Interesting enough, out here in the shop, we have the pest control people come once a month just to do their routine stuff. And um, excuse me, I had a piece of tobacco there on my lip. Uh, our pest control lady said that she puts stuff out here, mouse preventative measures. But our pest control lady said that she has never seen any evidence of mice out here, which is good. Um, and I haven't either, really, to be honest. Although we did have a mouse in the house a month or two ago, and the cat got a hold of it. It got away from the cat, ran in the closet, got stuck on the glue board. I think that was all part of the cat's master plan. You ever feel like you just don't belong in this modern world? You know, I bring this up to y'all because a lot of us pipe smokers are, have a lot in common. Um, it is just so hard nowadays to find people that you have interests in common with. I mean, I consider myself to be a relatively social person. The wife said she likes going places with me because, when there's people we don't know, because I'm like my dad. I'll talk to anybody. I talk to people in line at the grocery store. I just talk to people wherever. We go to a concert and I'm talking to somebody next to me, in front of me, behind me, or something. I just strike up conversations with people. Um, I don't like awkwardness, so I try to break the ice, I guess, as they say. But as far as really good close friends that you hang out with and stuff, I don't have a lot of those. Um, like I said, it's just hard nowadays to find people that you have things in common with. You know, I'm almost 40, and I don't play video games. I don't have a house full of kids. Um, I don't go out drinking at the bars and stuff. I just it seems like most people, especially in the city. Okay, back home, out in the country, I had friends that I went to high school with that we liked hunting, fishing, working on old cars and stuff, and you know, um, I had a couple friends that were into bluegrass, country music, and everything. That we all had that stuff in common. Uh, Around these parts, it's just hard to find anybody that's of any age really that's got interest in common. Uh, there's a guy down the street from me here that I met him back in the summer, and he's a big car guy, and we see each other occasionally. He'll be out walking with his wife or something, or we'll be out walking, and we'll talk, and we talk on the phone every now and then. And he's invited me to go to a few car shows with him. And my wife's always, well, why don't you go with him? Meet some people, make some car friends, whatever. Well, the problem is, when I go to a car show, I go to a car show to, you know, look at the cars and maybe talk to some other car guys, and maybe meet a couple car guys or something here and there. Um, but the problem is his crowd. They like to go to a car show, find a spot, park their cars, pop up a tent, break out the cooler and the weed, and they sit there and drink beer and smoke weed all day. And that's just not what it's about for me. I just don't get into that. If you do, you do. That's your thing. But I don't care to be a part of that. If I'm gonna go to a car show, especially with somebody that's taking a car or I've taken my cars or whatever. Um, I'm the kind of guy that wants to go around and look at the cars and pull out a folding chair and plop it down and pull out a pipe and sit there and have a pipe and talk to people as they come up or whatever, or walk around and talk to some people, whatever. But I'm not there to drink beer and get smashed and smoke weed and everything. But that just seems to be what everybody's more into nowadays anyway. Everywhere you go, everybody's smoking weed. I just don't understand. Kentucky just passed a law that they just made medical marijuana legal, which I figured it was coming. But I'm interested to see how they enforce this. But supposedly, if you have your medical marijuana card, you cannot purchase guns or ammunition. And a buddy of mine was telling me the other day, allegedly, if you own guns, you're supposed to turn them in. I don't really see how they can enforce that. Most of the people around here that have guns, uh, that are not of the variety that you want to be associated with. They're bought illegally off the streets anyway. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how they regulate all that. But nowadays, everybody seems to be all about video games and drinking and smoking weed. That seems to be all there is in life for these most of these people nowadays, especially the younger people. Mm. And cursing all the time. Young people nowadays, boy, they drop enough f bombs to make a sailor blush. You know, we got friends at church and everything. Um, the bad thing is most of the people our age at church, you know, they're busy with their careers and they have young children and stuff, and um, we don't see them a whole lot because they're tied up with their kids doing sports and just different stuff and their careers, and trying to spend time with each other when they get a chance and stuff. But which is fine. I don't fault them for that. But I'm trying not to get my hopes up. It's I believe it was 36 or 37, something like that last time I checked. And like I said, some of this snow's melting a little bit. I'm trying not to get my hopes up because it's supposed to drop back down. I think today's the only day this week that it's going to be above freezing. I think tomorrow it's supposed to be about 30 or something, and it's supposed to be back down in the 20s and so forth all week long. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, unless it changes, come next weekend, I think we're supposed to jump up in the low 40s. I don't get on. I'm not a big fan of the interweb, social media, and all that. Be honest, the only reason I stay on that is I have friends in my car club that are scattered out around the country, and some family that's scattered out around the country. Then my family's never been that close. For most of my family, kind of keeping up with each other on Facebook or whatever is enough for them, unfortunately. But that's the main reason I stay on the whole social media thing. But it's also nice with the stuff like that, social media, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You can also connect with people around the country or even around the world that have interest in common with you. Pipe smoking. Um, some of my antique car stuff, that I'm interested in, and a few other things that I have interest in. It's nice that you can, as much as I hate technology, it can be a blessing because, like I said, you can network with people around the country on things that aren't so popular nowadays that people like us might still be interested in. Uh, it's nice that you can, when you can't find people in your own area that are interested in those things, you can still find people around the country, around the world that you can still connect with. So I do appreciate that about technology. Other than that, I hate technology. Um, the Amazon and stuff is very convenient for people like myself who can't just jump in a car and go buy something when you need to. Um, you know, Earlier I put in an order for butane and pipe cleaners, which is for some people they can just hop in their car and run down the road and buy some. But uh, for me and the wife, since we're visually impaired and can't drive, we got to either ask a friend, neighbor, or get a Lyft, Uber, something like that. And sometimes it's just more hassle than it's worth. So the Amazon allows us to be able to do that. A little crackly there. Anyway, I've kept y'all long enough. I said I was going to make this a short video, and I'm going to run in the house and put the old Gentry signature rub on some steak that I'm going to cook tonight for me and the wife, and finish cleaning up my kitchen. We got some new pots and pans from the in-laws for Christmas, and we've been kind of sorting, going through stuff in the kitchen, trying to get rid of stuff and make room for the new stuff, and throw out some stuff that we don't use or just ain't worth having. So I'd like to have a clean, organized kitchen again. But anyway, I reckon that's about it for me now. I hope everyone has a blessed week this week, and try to stay warm. And as I said before, if you're out there and around the California area and everything with the wildfires, we're definitely keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. And if you're in the snow and ice, like we are, it'll be gone soon, and then we'll be wishing for it again. It'll be 90 degrees, and I don't know. I like summer. I hate the humidity, but I like summer. I'd take summer any day over winter. I'm just not a big cold weather person. But anyway, with all that said, until next time, I wish blessings for all and lots of luck to you and yours.